from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, July 10th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Berwick police have charged a counselor at the Columbia County Christian School with sexual assault of a 16-year-old student. According to police, Alan James Price was charged with 6 counts of institutional sexual assault. Police say the victim and her parents reported the assault back on May 30th of this year. A children and youth investigation was also conducted because several individuals had stated that they felt an inappropriate relationship was happening between the two. During another interview in June, the victim told police that Price had coached her and had volunteered to drive her home from sporting events. It was when the victim would babysit for Price that the acts occurred, once a week from the beginning of April until the end of May. Price was arraigned before District Justice Connect today, and bail was set at $50,000 unsecured. The Hazleton Zoning Board turned down an appeal from the Ecstasy Hookah Lounge. Its permit was revoked and it was appealing that revocation. The lounge is at 35 East Diamond Avenue and has been the source of complaints and from a lot of people. It was granted a permit to open, but zoning officer Rick Reck revoked it, saying it was a mistake. Attorney Charles Laputka, who represented the lounge and its owner, Kelly Ann Duar, said complaints should carry no weight because owners operate in good faith. And Duar testified that the business closes at 4 a.m., though Police Chief Frank DeAndrea said officers have responded as late as 4:30. The board upheld revocation, but Anduar says he'll appeal. Laputka says the situation is similar to a garage in the Heights, which was issued a permit only to have it revoked. The board voted to uphold that permit, though it's since been sued by Mayor Joe Yanuzzi for that action. A preliminary hearing was held for a Hazleton man accused of murdering Jorge Marrero on June 11th. 7 witnesses testified at the preliminary hearing for 26-year-old Rafael Mora Polanco. Luzerne County Coroner William Lissman stated that any one of the 6 gunshots that Marrero sustained could have been fatal. Mora Polanco was charged with the open count of criminal homicide. The hearing was held at the Luzerne County Courthouse because of security concerns. Polanco's brother Denny and his sister Hilda allegedly made threats to anyone who testified against their brother. District Judge Daniel O'Donnell forwarded the homicide charge to county court. A man says he was shot while jogging in Edwardsville last night. The 25-year-old man told police a dark-colored car quickly drove away after he was hit. It happened near the intersection of Lawrence and William Street. He was taken to a hospital, then questioned by police. Anyone with information is asked to call police in Wilkes-Barre immediately. Wilkes-Barre police are investigating a shooting at or near the Passion Lounge in the East End on Scott Street near the Kidder Street intersection. Someone showed up at General Hospital looking for treatment from a gunshot wound sustained there. Police said an officer was nearby when he heard a shot just before 2 a.m. A round was discharged inside the bar. Police say a bloody hat was also found inside. Police are still investigating. Anyone with information is asked to call the Wilkes-Barre Police Department at 570-826-8106. Hazleton police say a car this morning on the northwest side was arson. A BMW broke out into flames at Diamond Avenue and Lincoln Street just before 4 o'clock this morning. Flames originated in the car's interior. City police say it appears it was set afire. The Beamer is owned by a Hazel Township woman whose name has not been released. A Wells Fargo bank in Plymouth was robbed this morning by a man wearing a fake beard. According to police, the robbery took place around 10 o'clock this morning. There were no weapons used in the incident and no reports of any injuries. The man is described as a white male with a fake beard and sunglasses. At the time of the robbery, he was wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and blue jeans. He was last seen running down an alley towards the CVS pharmacy. Anyone with information is asked to call police immediately. Last night, the 2 men responsible for robbing a man at Wendy's restaurant in Hazel Township are now behind bars. According to state police, 21-year-old Deshaun Correa from West Hazleton and 22-year-old Mutati Davis from New York were arrested for robbing Royce Boyles from Pennsdale as he was working near the drive-through window. Police say that Davis struck Boyles in the back of the head with a shovel. Davis took a Sheetz credit card holder, keys, and money from the Boyles' pocket. He then kicked him in the side and walked away. Correa provided Davis with the handgun, which was recovered. Both were charged with firearms violations, robbery, and related charges. They were arraigned at Magistrate Dixon's office and sent to the county jail. A Wilkes-Barre man was sentenced today for sexually assaulting a teenage girl. 29-year-old Gary Mashinchak was charged in the 2013 for repeatedly raping a teenage girl over a period of a year. His wife Misty was also charged for participating in the crime in 2014. The couple wanted to impregnate the victim and raise the baby as their own. Gary testified against Misty in March of 2014 and told the court that she was the one who initiated the plan because she herself could no longer have children. She pled guilty in January and was sentenced to 15 to 30 years in state prison. Today, Luzerne County Judge David Lupus sentenced Gary to spend 13.5 to 27 years behind bars. Mashinchak was also declared a sexually violent predator. Congressman Lou Barletta has issued a warning about a possible telephone scam. Scammers are impersonating representatives from the Internal Revenue Service. They ask for personal information and demand payments of supposedly delinquent federal taxes. The Treasury Inspector General for the Taxpayer Administration said that the scam may be automated or feature live callers. Congressman Barletta said, quote, "These callers are aggressive and may already know certain information about their intended victims, like the last 4 digits of a Social Security number," unquote. He warns people to never give out financial information such as a credit card number over the phone. Anyone who may have received such a call is encouraged to contact 1-800-366-4484. It will cost you more to send your son or daughter to a state system of higher education school. Its board voted to raise tuition 3.5% or $240. That brings the tuition to a total $7,060 for the fall term. The technology fee was also raised $240 to $436, more than double. That comes despite Governor Wolf's asking SSHE to freeze tuition and fees. SSHE is comprised of the 14 state-owned and operated colleges and universities, including Bloomsburg, East Stroudsburg, Kutztown, Lock Haven, and 10 others. It certainly was a mess in Wilkes-Barre this morning. An out-of-control tractor trailer ripped down 3 utility poles and hit 4 porches on Blackman Street near Casey Avenue around 6 o'clock this morning. What happened isn't clear yet, although there were reports that the driver passed out, though no one sure whether it was from a medical condition. There were no reported or serious injuries. Blackman Street was closed for much of this morning. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A warm and sunny day after the heavy rain and tornado warnings yesterday. But what does our weekend look like weather-wise? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Well, it's shaping up to be a lot nicer over the next couple of days. In fact, if you're traveling the next few hours, things looking pretty good out there on the highways. Weather-related, looking very nice as we go through this evening. And through this weekend, looking very nice. Some precipitation toward the southwest. That's going to stay out of our area. Just a few clouds here and there. Notice we have not seen any precipitation now. It's been dry. It's going to be a dry Saturday, Sunday as well. Temperature-wise, looking pretty nice. These are high temperatures, 70s and 80s. It's even going to get warmer as we head into this weekend, especially the second part of the weekend. 74 in New Angola, 81 in Berwick, 82 in Bloomsburg. The complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a special cookout this weekend honoring our local veterans hosted by the American Legion in Hazleton. Plus details on an aggressive driving enforcement detail in the greater Hazleton area. That and much more, including sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, Weather with Joe Garbacik, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, It's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
The 31st Annual Benton Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo is July 14th through the 19th. Bull riding, calf roping, bareback bronc riding, and more. Tuesday is the Fun Horse Show. Wednesday is 3D barrel racing. Thursday through Saturday is the Championship Rodeo. And don't miss Bullarama on Sunday. Show starts 7:30 p.m. Entertainment starts at 5 p.m. Vendors, crafters, and great tasting food. The Benton Rodeo, Route 487, Benton. Come early, stay late. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com.
One back. Both lanes coming to you.
Fans here in Pocono are screaming. They're jumping up and down.
Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checkered flag. First down, brother. First down. I want to see some donuts right now.
The American Legion Post 76 is hosting a special cookout this Sunday in Hazel Township. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has all the details on this upcoming event.
A special ceremony and picnic will be held this Sunday for military personnel, both active and retired, honoring them for their service to our country.
It's to honor the veterans of the community, but the public's welcome. The veterans eat free, and there'll be a minimal charge, I believe, for the public. The monument was donated by Hazelton High School class of 1964. They donated the land and the monument in honor of two of their classmates who passed away in Vietnam.
Prior to the picnic, there will be a ceremony by the monument, which was dedicated last year.
We've invited the local dignitaries to attend, and if they want to give a little talk about the veterans and the significance of the monument, we'd appreciate it. But it's open to the public. Anyone could attend it.
Around 5,000 memorial bricks are available at the monument. They are $100 apiece, and the proceeds go to veteran services such as transportation to and from doctor's appointments and the VA hospital.
You could put the brick in anyone's memory, whether they're a veteran, if they could be a hometown hero like a firefighter, EMT, it could be a classmate, anyone that's a hometown hero that you feel that should be memorized on the bricks.
State Chaplain for the Disabled American Veterans, William Hines, told us that wheelchairs are available for veterans in need.
We've had at least 5 veterans in use of wheelchairs, and when they're finished with them, we get them back. And right now we have 3 in storage, ready to go, and I can get 4 more at any given time.
The ceremony and cookout will take place on Sunday, July 12th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Monument in Community Park. It is sponsored by the American Legion Post 76, Sons of the American Legion, and the Women's Auxiliary. All are invited to come out and support the vets. In Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, police departments in the Hazelton area will be cracking down on aggressive driving. Learn how you can be safe while driving and how to protect yourself and your passengers. That and much more coming up right here and only here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Are you tired of your old car? Independence Toyota Scion in the Airport Beltway in Hazelton has an incredible spring savings deal for you. It's Chris Stash's Cash for Clunkers time. $3,000 minimum pre-owned trade-in allowance. Chris doesn't care if you push that old clunker in, pull that tired old clunker in, get it there any way you can and trade it for a car you'll love to drive. Over 80 pre-owned vehicles are available, all inspected, detailed, and ready to go. Independence Toyota Scion in Hazelton for exceptional service, the best selection of vehicles, and a minimum trade-in allowance of $3,000 for your clunker. Stop in and see Chris and his friendly team today.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazelton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
WILN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants Despair. WILN will again give you all the turn-by-turn coverage with Marty Burns. WILN TV 35, the station to turn to when you want live sports.
Well, a nice way to end our work week with sunny skies, a few clouds here and there, and a little bit of humidity in the air, but still very comfortable. Tomorrow looking pretty nice, fairly comfortable, but then going into our Sunday, that's when things are going to change. We're going to crank up the heat, we're going to crank up the humidity, and before all is said and done, many areas will be in the mid to upper 80s. Some areas may be near 90 degrees. Here's a look at the graphic for the day, and it was nice to dry things out. Finally, today, throughout the entire day, we just did not see any rain. It's been a while since I was able to see that, but of course we know how dry we were and in drought-like status, and now we've gotten all the rain recently. At least we got a chance to dry things out across our area today. Statewide, really nothing going on except in southwestern Pennsylvania, but that is the only area that you're really seeing any precipitation. Temperature-wise for the day, 83 and 58, the split in temperatures. 82 and 61 are the averages. 1936, as I told you about last night and yesterday. Very, very hot this time of year. In fact, another record was broken today as well as yesterday. In fact, it got up to 101 back in 1936, 531, 837. Sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. 85 in Philly, 79 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 80 in Williamsport, 80 in Selinsgrove, 77 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures continuing generally to remain in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Satellite and radar, just a few clouds across our area, precipitation down toward the south and west, and this dry weather is going to stick with us as we head through tonight, as we head through tomorrow and tomorrow night, and as we go into our Sunday. It is looking very nice across all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Looking at the numbers tonight, some upper 50s, lower 60s. Tomorrow, 70s and some 80s. And then as we go into our Sunday, every location should be in the 80s. Early in the morning, temperatures will be in the 60s, but they're very quickly going to start to rise. Take a look at this graphic. I'm just going to stick around here for a while, really not say anything. This we have not seen for a while. This takes us right through the weekend, right through Sunday evening, and look at this. No rain whatsoever. All zeros across the board. Can't tell you how long it's been since we've seen a trend like that, and we're going to see it this weekend. A comfortable day for tomorrow, but some of the humidity creeps back for Sunday. The heat creeps back as well. And then as we go into early next week, a return to some wet weather, some showers and thunderstorms. Here's a look at the extended forecast, and it's a delightful weekend. Hopefully you get a chance to enjoy it. One way to enjoy it would be the Giants Despair Hill Climb in Laurel Run. On Sunday, we'll have it for you live from 11 until 5. Come out and see us. Come out and see the race. It's always a great, spectacular event. It's going to be hot. Wear the sunscreen with a lot of sunshine, and then some showers early next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 290, the pick 3 683, the pick 4 6139, the pick 5 number 04975, and a treasure hunt number 6710, 22, and 30. Stick around. Don't change the channel. Come on back after the break.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Off the Beaten Path, new episodes starting August 5th at 11:30 p.m. only on WYLN.
Police departments are cracking down on aggressive driving. Tonight, we have all the details. As part of the Aggressive Driving Enforcement and Education Project, the Hazleton Police Department, along with the Pennsylvania State Police and over 330 municipal agencies across Pennsylvania, will be targeting aggressive drivers through August 30th. The program began on July 6th, and it aims at reducing the number of aggressive driving-related crashes, injuries, and deaths throughout the 474 roadways in Pennsylvania. Any aggressive driver spotted by police during this time will receive a ticket, just like any other time of the year. Last year, police departments as a whole wrote 53,587 aggressive driving-related citations, which included 31,150 speeding tickets. The second most common offense, which resulted in 5,011 citations, was those who did not abide by traffic control signals. The enforcement also accounted for 51 felony arrests, 145 DUI arrests, and 179 drug-related arrests. The program is funded by the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So if you are thinking about heading out through August 30th or any time, know that aggressive driving is highly dangerous and something that everyone needs to be cautious of. For more information on the program and those municipalities that are participating in the event, you may log on to justdrivepa.com. Coming up next, Gabriella Justin is in for Eric DeBerardinis tonight with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
One back to two, one back. Both lanes coming to you.
The fans here in Pocono are screaming. They're jumping up and down.
Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checkered flag. I want to see some donuts right now.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Welcome to WYLN Sports. I'm Gabriella Justin. It's that time of the year again. The Giants Despair Hill Climb in Lauren Run has returned. Since being established in 1906, racers and fans from all over Pennsylvania have returned year after year to attend the hill climb, making it the oldest continuing motorsport event in PA. Earlier today, WYLN had the opportunity to speak to a Wilkes-Barre native and hill climb veteran, Keith Bauer. Among many different decals on Bauer's car is one that says, "In loving memory of Carol Lee Bauer." The driver from Wilkes-Barre told us who that special person is.
We run in memory of my mom. She was lost to cancer a few years ago. She loved coming to the races. Watch me, this is the one racing I did that she actually enjoyed.
Bauer also told us what he looks forward to the most each year.
Yeah, just trying to get a better and better time every time you go up that hill. It's not as easy as it looks. It gets pretty hairy up at the top.
One of the sponsors for the Giants Despair Hill Climb is Jack Danko. Back in early June, WYLN had the chance to speak with Danko regarding this weekend's climb.
Hands down. Organizing is a tough job. There's so much involved, and it starts early, and even when it's over, it's not over. You have to clean up, tear down, take fencing down, and we put up like, a third of a mile of fencing. So it's not an easy task. And help is one of the problems, getting help. Anybody that likes to help or wishes to help could contact me. It's 570-823-1947.
WYLN will be live at the Giants Despair Hill Climb on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Penn State Hazleton women's basketball team has a new head coach. Paul Uppel is taking the place of the former Lady Lions basketball coach Cy Fulton, who retired in April. PSU Hazleton's newest addition has had a great amount of success as a coach at the high school level. Uppel most recently held the position of Wyoming Valley West girls head coach. During this time with the Lady Spartans, Coach Uppel led his players to runner-up finishes during back-to-back District 2 AAA playoff appearances. Throughout his decade of coaching at the high school level, Uppel has earned 148 wins. And from the Nittany Lions basketball team to the Lions football team, James Franklin's latest recruit will be filling the vacant kicker position at Penn State. Quinn Nordin will soon be making the move from Rockford, Michigan to Happy Valley to begin his collegiate football career as a Nittany Lion. Nordin is currently the nation's top-ranked kicker. The 6'1", 200-pound specialist broke the news this morning, choosing Penn State over scholarship offers from Arizona State, Iowa, Michigan, and Michigan State, to name a few. And that's not all. As part of the Young Kickers live announcement, Nordin decided that, well, we'll say he got a little creative and had produced a music video of himself walking off of a private plane wearing a Penn State jacket. Well, that's an interesting way to make a college-level announcement. Stay tuned. Coming up next on WYLN, we'll have one final look at tonight's forecast.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Well, it probably shouldn't surprise you in terms of where the hottest temperature on the Earth has been recorded. The hottest surface temperature ever recorded on the Earth happens to be in California at a place known as Furnace Creek Ranch, of all places, in Death Valley, of all places, and of course in California. July 10th of 1913, 134 degrees. Hey, it's looking nice for this entire weekend. We're not going to have to deal with any rain whatsoever. It's going to continue to remain dry across all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania right through our Saturday and right through our Sunday. And temperature-wise, nice today. It'll be nice tomorrow. And then as we go into our Sunday, that's really when we're going to really crank up those temperature values, crank up some of the humidity, and it's going to feel great. If you like a lot of the heat, if you like a lot of the humidity, you're going to love what we have in store for you on Sunday. There's going to be areas that will be near 90 degrees, if not 90 degrees, by our Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow, though, not looking too bad. Lower humidity levels, comfortable, mid to upper 70s. And, of course, Sunday, it will be in the 80s here, elsewhere. Mid to upper 80s to near 90 degrees, and then some more showers and thunderstorms come our way as we start going into early next week.
All right. Well, don't forget the Giants Despair Hill Climb in Laurel Run is this whole weekend. But here at WYLN, we'll be broadcasting you live on Sunday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. It's exciting. I know, Gabby, you're heading up there with Eric. Yes. Lots of great news stories. I'm sure you'll come out of the Giants Despair Hill Climb.
We're excited. The weather's going to be so nice as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot. Be prepared.
All right.
We've done it when it was going to be hot before. It'll be hot again.
All right. Well, if you're heading up there, be safe. And, of course, have lots of fun. If you're not, watch it right here on WYLN. Have a great weekend, everyone.